My name is Katie Tatum, and I fix semi-trucks for Ryder. So in high school, I was going to Hylton, and I found out they had an automotive program, so immediately halfway through my junior year, I dropped art for auto tech, and the teacher was impressed with my performance, so I picked it up really well, and I took 4 periods of auto tech my senior year, landed a job here, and that is what really got me started in this industry. In high school, I was 17 when I was looking for a job, and I'm not that big. And I'm female. So it was really hard to get a job. A lot of places turned me down. They looked at me and said no immediately. And this was the first shop that gave me a chance. They hired me immediately. ST made some calls to insurance to get me in the door, and it really helped out a lot because I learned a lot working here. It was actually my first job. And I really miss it. It was so much fun. I miss all the coworkers that were here. And from there on out, I switched to trucks, and that experience getting a job here and how hard it was helped me in the truck industry because I get turned down even more. And it helped me land the current job I have now, which is a really, really good position. At HomeTowne Auto and Tire, I did a little bit of everything. I did a lot of oil changes, a lot of tires, but everybody starts there. I did a couple tune-ups. I trained under the lead techs here. I learned a lot from them, especially from Jason. We did engine swings. We did a lot of brake jobs. And I did a little bit of office work, so a little hands-on everywhere. It was very nice. In high school, I competed in a couple automotive competitions, and this job at HomeTowne Auto actually helped me with those competitions, helped me learn for a little more hands-on that I would be using. And I used that scholarship money to go to Ohio Technical College for diesel technology, which I ended up with an associate's in. It was kind of hard being the only female for a little bit, about 8 months there. I was the only girl out of like 200 boys. And I have other females pursuing a job in this industry ask me for advice all the time. And honestly, that is a very hard question for me to answer. But I can tell you to not be intimidated by this industry. It might seem a little scary at first, but stand your ground, don't be scared. And especially if there is a shop that will take a chance on you like this one did with me, it really helped me out, and it gave me so much confidence. And I had enough that I said, I'm gonna go work on trucks. Let's do something even harder, something bigger, where there's less females in that industry. I'm gonna come into work wearing a dress and lipstick, and I'm gonna put on my work uniform, and I'm gonna fix that truck.
My name is Rich Campbell. I'm the general manager of HomeTowne Auto Repair and Tire here in Woodbridge, Virginia. So Katie was an intern that came from us from high school. Really interested in the automotive field, eager to learn. It's real refreshing to see somebody that has the want and desire and then puts it into action. Really wanted to do anything and everything there was about cars, so it was really refreshing to have her in the shop, and worked hard at learning as much as she could, as quickly as she could, and just hungry for knowledge. So the important thing about interns is finding that right person that really has the desire to learn and is willing to put forth the effort to do that. In a woman, this is a very male-dominated industry, and it's refreshing to have a woman in the shop. I think they bring a different type of work. They bring a different eye for things than a male does. She's had a little bit more eye for details, where generally women will be more focused on the little things, like, is the car clean? Did we get, is everything nice and shiny the way it's supposed to be? The wheels are dirty on this car, can I wash them, kind of stuff. So those are little things, but in the world of auto mechanics, the youth these days have a tendency to feel like the world owes them something, and so with Katie, that wasn't that way. And I think a lot of the youth, if they have a desire to do this, they got to be willing to put the time and effort in, and Katie was willing to do that and didn't feel like anybody owed her anything. She worked harder than a lot of people usually do in that young age, but it's part of what we see sometimes, and it's really nice to see it. It's refreshing. And so if you have an intern in the shop, everybody's kind of feeling like a teacher, and so they feel like there's they have an invested interest in the success of the shop by helping the next person come in. It also creates an environment where high school students get a chance to kind of learn and grasp real world issues. Sometimes in the shops, in the auto repair classes, well, I call it a sterile environment where the car comes in, everything's kind of robotic. Everything is broken a certain way, or a repair is done a very certain way. In the real world, you know, you run into rusted bolts, you run into strip things, you know, problems that arise that you don't typically see kind of in that sterile environment. Whereas a young person that's coming in from high school, an intern, gets a chance to see real world problems, real world cars, and it keeps everybody kind of on their toes. I think it's important that the interns, you know, they drive people to want to do their jobs better. I think is probably a good term for it.